Hey guys, I'm That's Ruby Rod, and thanks for coming to check out my review of Skydance Interactive's Archangel Hellfire. Now, this is a game that was recently released on PC. You can get it through the Steam Marketplace, and basically what it is, it's giant mech fighting. Okay, it's so awesome. So let me be clear. This game is the game that you wanted your entire life, but you didn't know that you did. You didn't know that you wanted it. So, why do I say this? Now, as you look behind me, this is me actually streaming this game. This is nuts, okay? You are in a 6-story tall mech. Now, this is the light one. This is the one that goes invisible. And let me tell you, this game is insane. And when I say insane, I mean insane. So, what do I like so much about it? Well, first off, it's giant fucking mechs. It's giant mechs. How can you not like giant mechs? You're sitting there fighting other mechs. And, I mean, it's just so fun. Look at that gameplay. Look at that gameplay. I mean, you have to strategize. It's all PvP. So you're not going to sit there. You're not going to worry so much about whether or not you have AI to worry about. It's somebody else on the other side of the controller all times. Now, another thing I like about it, it's VR. Okay? This is the best VR game I think I've played yet. I've played things like Beat Saber. I've played just so many other VR games that they're just not up to this quality. They're not up to this quality. This is actually the best mech shooter I think I've ever seen. And that's coming from somebody who's been gaming their entire lives, okay? Now, the controls on this are actually really intuitive. I mean, the only thing that you really have to worry too much about is your shields, because they're the little triggers right here on your fingers. Right here. It's this. This is your shields. And as you can see on my gameplay footage, I don't use the shields very often. I need to, but I don't. The fighting, though, is really fun. Look at this. He's using the shields right now. I literally just blew his shields off, and I died. Look at that. I mean, it's just so much fun to hop in that mech, select the mech that you're going to use, and then you have to control everything that is going on in that mech. You have to do power distribution, you have to do weapons, you have to do defense, you have to do everything. And it's just so much fun to do. Being able to do that on the fly when you need it. Let's say you're going up against an opponent, he's coming at you, you raise your defenses, and all of a sudden it's just like, oh, hey, I got to back off because I'm about to get hit. I mean, it's just so different than anything else I've ever played. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. There are some things that I don't like about this game. Well, first off, unless you're in private matches, there's no team making. There's no team making. And it really sucks whenever you have your friends and they have a VR system and you're trying to get in games together, so that way you can be a part of a team. And I think that I think they missed the point of having multiplayer gaming when they didn't include that. Sometimes it's either feast or famine. Also, whenever you're playing, sometimes you can sit there and you can just win every game consecutively. You sit there and you just win constantly. Or you just lose constantly. There's like no in between. Sometimes, very rarely, you get those really good games where it's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it's those types of games that you really want to get in on. There's a lot of things that need improvement also when it comes to the controls. Because even though the controls are great, they're great within the confines of the system itself. And while this is not a Skydance Interactive thing, it is an Oculus thing, because I do have the Oculus Rift. And being able to actually hold down those controls, control it the way that you want to with your thumbsticks, pressing all the buttons that you need to at the same time, and then having both the trigger and your middle finger button right here, being able to control that at the same time, I mean, and actually hold on to the control itself, that's wonky. It's pretty wonky. But then again, that is also a limitation with the Oculus system. That's not a game-breaking thing. Another thing that I didn't like about this game, the co-op mode is difficult, and it relies heavily on teamwork. So if you're not able to talk to the people that you're in the co-op arena with, then you're not really going to do very well at it. And I mean, honestly, they just throw so much stuff at you all at once before you're able to actually get something going. Now, like I said, though, when you get into a match, when you actually go PvP, when you go the 2v2 or you're the 1v1, this is a superb game. As you can see, this was an awesome match. We went toe-to-toe for so long that I literally only cut 10 minutes of footage out of that match. That's a 45-minute match, okay? That's a lot of time to be sitting there playing a game like this, especially when you got glasses on like I do. So, all in all, I'd like to give it maybe a 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 sounds pretty good to me. So, let's go ahead and give you guys the links down below. If you guys like what you see right behind me, if you like what I said, go ahead and feel free to check out the actual game on Steam. Like I said, the link is below. Go ahead and click on that. They do have a demo that you can check out. And the actual game itself, like I said, is just released. Go ahead and pick that up. And as always, if you like the video, like and subscribe. And stay tuned for some more Ruby's Reviews. Have a great one, folks.